The first track didn't start as a plan, it started as a realization. I had years of unfinished music sitting in a vault, beats I enjoyed, ideas I never brought into existence, and at some point, it hit me. If I didn't bring this music into the world, no one would ever hear it, not because it wasn't good enough, but because it didn't exist yet. That was the moment I realized this music wasn't meant to live only in my head. It was meant to live in the open. The first thing I did was go back into that vault. I found a beat I remembered enjoying, but I had never finished the project. When I played it back, I didn't rush to write. I didn't try to force words onto it. I just listened. And what I felt wasn't technical. It wasn't lyrical. It was spiritual. So instead of writing, I freestyle. No notebook, no structure, just energy moving. I let the beat play and responded to it. What came out were one liners, fragments, lines like, I got a sixth sense, I'm more than a fingerprint. That process repeated itself. Play the beat, free flow, collect the lines. Over time, I had a notebook full of one liners, and then the real work began. Because one liners are like tryouts. Some make the team, some don't. Some feel powerful in isolation, but don't belong in the larger story. The next step is making sense of them, turning fragments into a cohesive thought. But more important than clever lines, I wanted truth. I wanted lived experience. There was a period in my life where I questioned everything. I wondered if the mythical stories in the Bible were real or symbolic or something you could actually experience. I wanted to know for myself. So I started exploring it. I remember buying a home study course that claimed you could learn psychic abilities at home. I bought it. I practiced for months. Nothing happened. So I realized something. Maybe I needed a mentor. I started researching and found a class in Miami, Florida. Without hesitation, I registered, booked a flight from Atlanta for the weekend. The class started slow, but most of the weekend was spent meditating, eyes closed, going inward, doing exercises designed to heighten perception. At one point, we were told to pair up. The exercise was simple: remote view your partner's house and describe what you see. I remember getting about half of it right. Some details were clear, others weren't. But that mattered because it showed me what was possible. That experience became the foundation of this song. It shaped the theme, the awareness, the duality, the reflection. That's why this track opens the project. It isn't just music, it's the doorway. Access lives at mcubedofficial.com, the mirror tapes. That experience stayed with me, so when I went back to the beat, everything clicked. That became the theme of the song. My lived experiences with perception, intuition, and awareness. The song was originally called Double Vision. Later, I asked myself a better question. Can I say the same thing, but say it differently? That's how Double Vision was born. Every experience in that song actually happened. There were more I could have included, but lyrics eat up time fast. So I chose the moments that mattered most. That's why this track opens the project. It's not just a song, it's a doorway into how I think, what I question, what I've experienced. And that's what this series is about. Not just hearing the music, but understanding where it comes from. Access lives at mcubedofficial.com, the mirror tapes.